Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm excited for today's video because it's all about sales and it's all about Sydney Grace. That's right, we're here to do a haul from the Christmas in July sale. I didn't shop quite as much as I thought I would, but I definitely did some damage. I did, cream shadows and mystery bags. What can I say? I'm a sucker for both of those things, and I definitely got quite a bit. So if you saw, I did do an Instagram live opening up my mystery bags. I wanted to just do that in case anybody was looking to snag them because they are still available. As of today, when I'm filming this, they are still available if you're interested. So in this video, I will be swatching every single product from those mystery bags, and I'll be sharing with you the rest of my haul. At the end of the video, I'm also sharing this look with you. It's just a quick speed through, but it's a way to see how I used some of the products from my haul. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So, Sydney Grace. If you are new to my channel, you probably don't know that this is one of my favorite brands. It really is. I think that especially their eyeshadows are exceptional. I know everybody talks about the single shadows, but man, I do love their cream shadows. And it's definitely well known because I use them a lot. I talk about them on Instagram a lot, and I definitely picked up a few more in this sale. I was actually introduced to Sydney Grace last year during the Christmas and July sale. Now, well, I guess I should say that's the first time I picked up products was during the Christmas and July sale. I had heard about the cream shadows from Jen Loves Reviews, now Jen Loves, and I was like, yeah, I want to try those. So it's just evolved from there. So now I have a ton of Sydney Grace products. I really do enjoy the brand. They have great customer service, beautiful products, and I'm excited to share my haul with you today. I'm sure this is going to be a long video since we're doing swatches of everything, so let's get right into it. Let's hop right into this swatch party because I know the last I checked, Sydney Grace still had these bags in stock. I do want to make sure to do these bag by bag. Again, there's no guarantees that the bags will be exactly the same. In fact, I can guarantee that they won't necessarily because I've had people reach out to me saying, oh, I got like 75% of that, but I had this instead of that. So just know that, keep that in mind. We're just gonna roll right into these and I will share with you what I got in my bags. Now, there are going to be a few things that I'm not gonna be swatching. I will get more into the details of that later in this little swatcherama. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we have our first set. This is from my Taupe bag. And honestly, I have to say, I think that in some ways this is almost my favorite set because it does like vary in tone. So my bag came with 3 matte shadows, 3 shimmer shadows, and a highlight. So I'm gonna go over them with you. The highlight is the shade Sandy Beach, and I really do like this. It is like a champagne with a little flip of gold to it. And then we have the shade Versailles. That is this like peachy sort of, it's definitely like a, I would say like a peachy rose gold, and I really do like it. I will say this, compared to the other two, this was like almost a little flaky. So when I was swatching it with my finger, there were like some flakes that kicked up in the pan. And then we have the shade Juniper, which is this beautiful, like, kind of, so in the pan, it actually looks like a little bit more silvery green, but I can see not quite a shift, but kind of a shift of like a green with a gold to it. And then we have the shade Opulence, which is this beautiful, this is about as cool toned as I would want to go. It is like a taupey gray silver with like a little hint of a periwinkle to it almost. So it definitely has a little bit of that blue shift to it. Now this next one is Pecan Pie, this shade right here. I will be curious to try this one. By the way, when I did this, I just did 2 fingers like right next to each other to try to give you like a really nice big swatch so that you could really see the color. But this one is looking a little bit patchy, but that definitely doesn't mean it's going to be. It just might not swatch as well. And then we have Eiffel Tower, and we also have Hazelnut. So again, we have 1 highlighter, 3 shimmers, and 3 mattes. And I have to say, I was just Marco Poloing with my friend Aileen from Aether Beauty, and we were talking about the Sydney Grace shadows, and I was just, again, saying like, oh, I love the Sydney Grace shimmer formula and their mattes. I love all of it, but it's like, you know, the shimmers are like a foiled metallic looking. They don't have a lot of sparkle or flip to them, but what they are is just amazing, gorgeous, like creamy, beautiful shimmer shades. And she was talking about like Sydney Grace and Natasha Denona, and I'm like, I actually like the Sydney Grace shimmers more than the Natasha Denona. Hands down, I'm just gonna say it. I think that they're just creamier and have a little bit more impact, and they're way cheaper. All right, so we have one more item that was in the Taupe bag, and that is this lip cream me zoom in here for you so that you can see. So this is the shade Gracie, and it is so pretty, and I'm going to be putting this on my face as soon as we're done with this. By the way, excuse the like partially naked face, but I figured we'd use some of the items from this haul to put on my face. So we'll be doing that at the end of this video. All right, that is it. That is what was in my dark taupe bag. Now we are going to move on to my dark purple bag. So in my dark purple bag, I had 5 powder shadows and a cream. So you can see all of these here. So we're gonna move this way this time. Our first shade is Bewitching Gaze. The second one is Footprints, which I actually appreciated getting something that wasn't purple in this, just so it wasn't too monochromatic. Because if you were just looking to like try out Sydney Grace, it would be nice to have like a different shade that you could use for transition or something for, you know, a little bit of a different contrast. So that's Footprints. Then next we have this sort of like purple shade, this like gray purple, and that is Sweet Jubilee. And then we have the shade Ethereal, and this beautiful, you know, I said it was like a royal purple, but in person, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but it has almost like a little bit of like a very bright orchid feel to it. So it's definitely a purple, but it almost has like that orchid tone in it. And then this is the Cream Shadow Awakening. Now I have swatched the one that I already have because that is one of the items that I am going to be doing in my giveaway. That is right, we are doing a giveaway in this video, so if you've stuck along this far, congratulations, you will be able to enter this giveaway. I will be giving some details later in this video on that, but that is going to be one of the things that is going into the giveaway because I already had it, so I wanted to share it with one of you. So someone will be getting this dark taupe bag along with the goodies that are inside of it. So this shade is just a really nice, this is more of like a nice deep purple. I do really like it. Now in this bag, I also had a pressed pigment. This is the shade Glee. Let me see if I can hold it. So hopefully you guys can kind of see, this is got a beautiful, it's like a midnight purple, and it looks to have like a blue and teal shimmer to it. So I am going to also be putting this one into the giveaway. So while I have taken it out to be able to show you, I did not open it up, and I'm sure that it is sealed. I'm really excited to be gifting one of you this little goodie bag of Sydney Grace treats, so make sure that you stick around through the video so that you can see how to enter. But again, this is what I received in my bag along with the things that are going into this giveaway. So I'm really happy. Purples aren't my like first choice, but I was looking through my collection and I really didn't have a lot of Sydney Grace purples, so I think that it's going to be nice to have these to add to my collection. And I always love a good orange, so this was a good deal for me. Oh, you know what? Hold on, I'm lying. There was one more product. There was a highlight in here. This is the shade Sublime, and I'm actually going to be putting this one into my 1K giveaway over on Instagram. I want to be able to have some Sydney Grace to throw in there as well. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram at KEEPBEAUTYREAL, and you can enter that giveaway as well. I'm just about at 800 followers right now, so hopefully that giveaway will be coming soon and you'll get a chance to win this beautiful highlight. All right, that was everything within the dark purple bag. So we're gonna move into the light green bag. And you guys know I'm a big green fan. All right, this was definitely one of my favorite bags for sure. I mean, first of all, the color is beautiful, which of course I'll show you the bag at the end, but we got 6 powder shadows and we got a powder highlight and then also a cream shadow. From my wrist to my elbow, we have the shade Enchantment. This is a beautiful like greigey shade. And then we have Kiss Me, I'm Irish, which I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but this is a very beautiful like Kelly green shade. It is so, so pretty. And then Legendary is this shade here. It's again like a, I would say like a light taupey gray. And then we have the shade Emerald Eyes, which is so funny because I wouldn't say it's emerald. I would say it's definitely got like a bluey, like teal to it, but it's definitely like a deep green with a blue shift. Then we have the shade Mint Chocolate Chip, which is so, so pretty. Ugh! And then we have the shade Fallen Splendor. So those are all of the eyeshadows. I'm really excited because there were a couple that I did not get. I did not order anything on the day that the singles were on sale, just because I already did 2 orders and I was like, cool it. I've ordered a lot of Cleona. I ordered Pretties for Your Face. I have gotten a crazy ton of Divina shadows lately, so I was like, you just need to stop with the single shadows. And I knew I was going to be getting a bunch in these mystery bags. So those are the single shadows. And then here we have this beautiful highlight. I did put this on Instagram in my live. This is the shade Swinging Vines. And then here we have one of the new shadows. This is Stolen Kiss. It's very pretty. You might not be able to see it. I'm gonna try to like show you here, but this is, I don't feel like it's showing up quite as well. All right, there we go. If I pull this back a little bit more, you guys can see the shades a little bit better. So this Stolen Kiss cream shadow is like a coppery pink base with a, I would say like a pink and violet and silver glitter into it. I did notice that a couple of the new shadows, and I personally couldn't see that in the swatches, a couple of the new cream shadows have glitter in them. It's not like ColourPop glitter where it's like chunky, but they do have a little bit of glitter. Let me see if I can like zoom in so you can really see that shade. All right, so here I just turned my ring light down quite a bit so that you could see these. This definitely shows you with these, you can see that like glitter. So it definitely has a little bit of that feel. So if you are someone that just wants like a smooth shimmer, you'll want to avoid this one, but man, I think it's super pretty. All right, so that is it for the light green bag. I love this bag too. And I feel like now as I'm looking in the viewfinder, I feel like the color is coming up pretty true to color. I don't know why, like holding these swatches up, I feel like it's a pretty good representation. But when I zoomed in and it was a little lower light just so that you could see the like true nature of that cream shadow, I feel like you could just really tell the like intensity of the color from the Sydney Grace shadows. But hopefully this has still been a helpful video for you. So anyway, we're going to move into the dark green bag. All right, so here we are on our last bag. We have the dark green bag to go through. Now, Sydney Grace did say if you got both the light and the dark bag of each like color scheme, let's say, you would have crossover products. You would have doubles because there were some that were in both bags. So just know that, and I knew that going in and I wasn't worried about that because I knew I'd do a giveaway, pass some along to friends, however it would be. So within this bag, there was a difference in the eyeshadows. I still got 6 shadows and 5 of them were the same. So the only difference was in my dark bag, they replaced this legendary shade. This was kind of that like greigey tone with this beautiful deep shade Rainforest. So I'm going to zoom in and show you what these look like. Okay, so here you see the same color story. I've taken that little like grayish one away, and this is the Rainforest shade. So it's like a deep, like almost like if like a foresty deep green and like an army kind of gray green were mixed together. That's what I'm gonna say. Now here we have the pressed highlighter shade. This is the shade Sequoia. It's this beautiful, like very goldeny shade, so gorgeous. And then we have a cream shadow, which man, I was doing really good with the swatches up until this one, and I just got way too much out. This is the shade The Scoop, and this is like a bronze with just a kiss of like an olive to it, like just almost in the undertone of it, or like the dry down. Like I'm gonna be really curious to see what this looks like blown out all over the lid, because I feel like if you blend it out with like a fluffy brush around the edges, it'll be like that more like murky olive shade. So since I did have some doubles, I thought that I would throw a couple of those shades into this bag. So we have the mint chocolate chip shade, which I just love. That's that light shade here. And then I also put Kiss Me I'm Irish in there because, I mean, you guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful shade. So those are also going into the taupe bag. Now, this shade here, the Sequoia highlight, is going to be far too deep for me. I could use it as an eyeshadow, but like, I would have to use this eyeshadow every single day for the rest of my life to use up this big pan. So instead, it's going to be sent on its way to my friend Aileen over at Aether Beauty. She has a beautiful bronze skin tone. She's definitely more in that medium range. I think she will get good use out of it. By the way, if you aren't following Aileen, please go over and check out her channel. I am going to make sure to have her linked down in the description box below. She is coming up on 1,000 subscribers. She's just about at 900, and I'd love to get her there soon. She is hilarious. She is super honest. She does a mix of like mostly luxury and a little bit of like other stuff thrown in. You should definitely check her out. Now we're gonna move into the other day of the sale that I purchased from, and if you know me, you're probably not surprised to know that I purchased on the day that the cream shadows were on sale because I love them very, very much. So we're gonna be getting into the swatches of those and then also what else I purchased on that day. So before we get into that, I just want to share with you how you can win this giveaway. All right, to be able to enter this giveaway, it's pretty simple. You do have to be subscribed here to my channel, and then this giveaway will also run for a week. So today is Monday the 9th. I'm hoping to get this up by tomorrow, which would be Tuesday the 10th. So if it runs on Tuesday the 10th, you'll have until the 17th to be able to enter this giveaway. And all you have to do is let me know which was your favorite mystery bag. Just let me know which one, and then use an emoji coordinating with the color of the bag. Now, obviously, there's not really a lot of taupe emojis, so maybe use like a black or gray one. That would be good enough for me. But so black or gray, and then a green or a purple, and let me know which one was your favorite. You'll also want to either leave your email address or your Instagram handle, some way for me to contact you if you win this giveaway. Again, that will be open for a week from the day that this video airs. Good luck. And now we're going to move into the rest of my haul. All right, now for the rest of my haul. Now, you guys will probably not be surprised, like I said, that I bought a bunch of cream shadows. I bought a few of the new shades that launched. I also bought a couple shades that I've been wanting to get, and then I did get those ones in my mystery bag. So I will be swatching all of the ones that were in my mystery bags as well on here, other than the amethyst shade, because I've actually already shared that in a swatch party before. So anything that I haven't like shown in my cream collection is what I'm going to be going through with you today. We have 7 shades. We have 7 shades, but other than a massive amount of cream shadows, what I got were the empty palettes. Now, I heard that there was like a glitch in Sydney Grace's sales system. I'm not sure if that's the truth or not, but I got these at a crazy good deal. So I did pick up not 1, but 2 of the very big size. So these palettes are so nice. So, oh, you can see here, I already have a little bit of shadow on my mirror. I haven't actually even taken the film off yet. This palette actually holds up to 48 pans of eyeshadow, 48. And I really needed something bigger because my Adept palette, which I'm not sure quite how many that holds on either side, but either way, I can't carry all of my Sydney Grace shadows in it anymore, just on the one side. I have like some other things on the other side, and it's just, I don't like mixing brands. I just want to be able to have one brand in one palette, so I'm hoping that I can fit all of them in here. If not, I'll figure it out. I have a feeling, because I've got a few in smaller palettes. What I'm trying to say is I have a lot of Sydney Grace shadows and I wanted a place to keep them. I really need to organize all of it. So I got 2 of these. I did also get 2 of the 9-pan palettes. So these also have the mirror in them as well. This is really nice. I right now have a bunch of Sydney Grace shadows. I think this was like the Enchanted Forest collection, and it might be some other shades too, but regardless, again, more Sydney Grace shadows that I need to add to my collection. These are so nice. I have several of these. I just think, you guys know, I love a good rose gold moment. I really think that this is very nice. The mirror in it is really nice. If it weren't discounted quite so much, so these are listed in my invoice for $7, and then of course you get the percentage off, but for some reason I feel like they were actually less expensive than that even. I don't know why it's not showing on here, but I could be wrong. Now, I did also get a 9-pan. This is the 9-pan. It's a nice, just regular square. I used this in my Instagram live because I wanted to show the color story of each mystery bag, and then I realized like an idiot that I actually meant to put this into a future giveaway. So I just cleaned it out really nicely. It will be going into a future giveaway. I was like, Doc Kelly, you meant to put this in a giveaway. So this one is actually going to be going into a giveaway in the future because I have some single shadows that I'm going to give away, and I want someone to have a place to store them if they don't already have a magnetic palette. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bought 5 empty magnetic palettes, and I don't think I'll have a problem filling them, considering I bought a lot of shadows. I've obviously got a lot of Sydney Grace, and then I also have some Cleona on the way. Now, I will say, if these weren't quite as good of a steal as they were, I would have maybe passed on them. They're really good quality, but I am finding that I really like a palette that has a clear top. I don't necessarily need the mirrors all the time. What I would want a mirror for is like a 9 or a 12 pan that I'm traveling with. But most of the time I want to be able to store them and see them. But I'm obviously going to fill up my big ones with Sydney Grace shadows, so I'll just know that my Sydney Grace are in there. But other than that, it's kind of nice to be like, oh yeah, what's in there again? And then being able to see what's in there. But for the price, it just really couldn't be beat. They were such a good deal. I'm pretty sure that these were like even less than what is showing on my invoice, but they were a really good deal, and I love having these empty magnetic palettes around, especially now that I'm starting to get into doing more of the build your own palette videos, because I'm always like, oh my gosh, I don't have a palette to put these in, so then I have to transfer everything out. Be careful. You guys know it's a deal. So now I have some empty ones that I can play with and use my singles more. That is one thing that I'm finding is like the best way to use my singles is to like curate a little collection to use for a week or two, and then, you know, kind of rotate through that. So I'm having a lot of fun doing that. So now why don't we get into up close swatches of my cream shadows, and I'll give you all the details on the shades. Okay, so here we are. Now this first one is a shade that I have wanted for a while. This is the shade Master Plan, and it's a really beautiful like duochrome, I would say. It definitely has a nice shift. It shifts, it's got like a lavender base, and it shifts from like a greeny shade. Honestly, I'm so horrible at describing these. Let me look here. Yeah, I would say it's like a green to purple shift. And then here we have one of the new shades. That is the shade Starstruck. So I was mentioning before that some of the new shades have glitter in them, and this is one of those. Starstruck, if you can see, I feel like I'm not in focus. There we go. I'm probably more in focus now. So this shade is like a champagne shade that has silver glitters in it. It's very pretty. And again, these glitters are like fine. They're not like super chunky. Now, next to it is the one that I got in my mystery bag. This is the shade Stolen Kiss. I had already purchased this one as well. Also, little like sneak peek, I did get a couple of these to throw into giveaways in the future, and I also got some to gift to friends. You know, when you love something so much that you just want to share them with the world. So I definitely got a few extras of these shades, but you guys will be seeing some more Sydney Grace shadows in the future in giveaways. But this Stolen Kiss shade is super pretty. Again, it is like that sort of like coppery base with that like pinky rose gold shift. So pretty. And then this one is another one that was in my mystery bags. This is the Scoop. It's that like bronze with that olivey undertone to it. And then this is another one that I've been wanting to get for a while. This is Scrooge. And this one is like, I would say this is like a green and a teal together. It definitely is another one that has that nice little shift to it. So pretty. And then this darker shade is the shade Forest Floor. This is a new one as well. It's definitely more in that like hunter to emerald green. And then this last one is so pretty. I'm so glad I got this. This is the shade Splendor, and this is not a new one, but wow, it's pretty. It's definitely more in that like tealy family. Like next to Forest Floor, you can definitely see that it has a lot more blue undertone. But when I didn't see this, because this one didn't exist, it was like, oh, this is a really pretty like rich deep green with a tint of blue. But wow, next to that one you can see that there's quite a bit of blue in there, so I'm excited to use that as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed getting to see my additions to my cream shadow family. I really do love these Sydney Grace cream shadows. First of all, even at full price for $8, you've got a lot of product in here. There is 10 milliliters. That's a lot. So I really do love them. They last all day on me. They are not waterproof, but they really last all day. I've also mentioned before that I think the shimmers in this are a little bit more like blendable, maybe not more blendable, but easier to blend and a little bit more user-friendly than like the Danessa Myricks foils. These just don't dry down quite as quick, so you have a while to blend them, and I really love using them. A lot of times I'll just take like a slightly fluffy synthetic brush. Like this is the Real Techniques, I'm getting old, this is the Real Techniques base shadow brush. Wow. So this is nice because you can use it to lay a little bit down and really buff and blend it out if you want like a one and done. Usually if I do that, I'll just buff and blend it out, and then I'll tap a little bit more onto the lid to just get like a higher saturation again. I'm really excited to try that Scoop shade because I think when you buff this out, it's gonna make that like crease a bit of a different color, and it's gonna look like you worked a lot harder than you did. So I really like using these with a synthetic brush. You can also just use like a powder shadow and then tap these on the lid, and that will give you like a really nice like molten look on the lid, and it's really long wearing. I think it's also nice if you wanted to do that, tap a little bit of glitter glue and then go over with another like duochrome shifty sparkly shade, whatever you've got in your collection, if you want a little bit more pop as well. So I love them. As you can tell, it's sort of a problem. I gotta stop. Between this and the Color Fix, I could like paint my whole body with cream products for like a year and still have a lot of product left. Yeah. So now that I have done all the swatching, I wanted to be able to swatch all these before I decided what to use on my face. The only items that I'd swatched were the few that I swatched in that Instagram live. Speaking of Instagram, if you do want to see my entire collection, other than the new ones that I got, you can go ahead and go over and check out that reel that I have on Instagram with all of my Sydney Grace cream shadows. My Instagram is, again, KEEPBEAUTYREAL if you do want to check that reel out. So if you do want to stick around to see how I got the look that you saw on the intro of this video, we're gonna get into that right now. But if you were just here for the Swatch Fest, I still appreciate you hopping on and taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. It means so much to me. If you did find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. Let me know in the comments down below what you snagged during the Christmas and July sale, and I'll see you really soon.
Wild, wild. I could lie wide awake and leave my head up in space. Countless nights and days when you are far away, and I know that it's hard, but stay with me tonight. 'Cause when you fall apart, you know I will be around in sunlight or in the night. I'll make it worth your while. We won't hide in the crowd. Just stay with me and I'll make it worth your while. While, while. Make it worth your while. While, while. All the things I would do just to get close to you. There's something about the way you move, and I try to follow you. And I know that it's hard, but stay with me tonight. 'Cause when you fall apart.
All right, lovelies, here is the final look using things from my Sydney Grace Christmas in July haul. I love this look. It's definitely pretty vampy and dark. Like, I don't know if I'm like ready for like fall makeup now, because this is definitely more of like a fall look, but I wanted to sort of push myself past what I've been doing recently. And like I said, I don't usually grab a lot of purples. I have to say, I do feel like these lip creams have changed a little bit. The one that I have, it smelled a little bit more chemically, and this one does not have that. It has like a vanilla-y smell. Yeah, it's like a sweet sort of vanilla-y smell, chocolatey. I don't know, desserty. I'm just gonna go with desserty because now I'm like, I don't think it is vanilla. It's cake. It smells like cake. That's all I'm gonna say. The only problem is when I closed this up and then I decided I wanted a little bit more, and when I opened it up, the scraper, the thing that like scrapes off the dough foot so you don't get like a ginormous amount of product, it had actually come off on the cap. It was inside the cap, and you guys can see here now this has like it's starting to come out again. I thought I could like push it down, so I'm gonna try to like get it back down and in, but if that keeps happening, that's kind of a bummer because that's gonna get messy. In fact, I thought it was gonna get all over because when the stopper came out, like the whole wand was like covered. I'm glad I didn't like get it everywhere, but that's a little bit of a bummer. I'm gonna have to like try to like wedge this down, but I do really like this color. I did not use a lip liner with this because I wanted you to be able to see what it looked like on my lips. I am just worried because of the way it looked, because of the way the swatch looked on my hand, and it kind of like seeped into the crackles of my skin. I'm worried that it's gonna seep out. So on a normal day, I would probably wear this with a lip liner, even if it's just a color that's like my lips, just to hopefully prevent bleeding. Most of the time with a lip color this dark, if it's a glossy shade, I don't care from any brand, if it's a glossy shade, I'm gonna wear a lip liner, but I just wanted you to see the true shade of this. Let me try to clean this up, I'll be right back. All right, here is the final look. Again, I'm very happy with it. I just wanted to show you guys something that wasn't quite so zoomed in. I also wanted to mention I am also wearing a Sydney Grace blush. This is Blushing Georgia, Belle of Georgia. I think it's Belle of Georgia. I got it in last year's Christmas in July sale, so I really do like this. I love this look. The highlight looks great. Everything looks great. I've really enjoyed the quality of all of the Sydney Grace products I've tried. There are a couple that I know that I won't use a ton, like loose pigments and the loose highlighters, but there hasn't been anything that I've tried that I've been disappointed in. I do really like that they seem to have tweaked the flavor or the scent of the lip gloss. I am a little bummed about the packaging. I was still having problems with this as I was trying to clean it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, don't forget to give it a like if you did. I'm not going to keep you too long. I'm sure this has been a crazy long video, so I'm out. I'll see you really soon.